I think there are definitely benefits, right? There are some benefits. It seems to me that with regard to pacification, right? The question is, well, okay, we've reduced violence, but have we in the process crippled human nature too much? Right? There's the classical 19th century critique where, I forget what this might be, Schopenhauer, might be Nietzsche, where it proposes that, how do you domesticate an animal? And he goes through the behavioral characteristics of a domesticated animal and notes that all of those are also the behavioral characteristics of a wild animal when the wild animal is feeling sick, when they're feeling ill. And proposes, likewise, it is with man, right? Man is in humanity, not just male. This sort of perspective of it's good, violence is definitely bad. We should strive to have societies with less violence. But I think that it is also an expression of human energy. And I think we should have people of high energy in society, right? For example, I think that, this is also the reason why I think that there are some very positive developments in human history that have at one point involved violent elements. You can make a case that certain kinds of social evolution would have never happened without some type of stuff, either, this military stuff, revolution stuff, organized religion. You can argue that these were instruments that were necessary, perhaps still are necessary for certain kind of transformations. And with regard to a soft reset, it's a very interesting question. What's a soft collapse versus a hard collapse? I definitely don't think we will see a very hard collapse in the sense of, I don't expect massive population reduction. I do expect some technological stagnation, and I expect compounding fragility. And then you can have something that's very, very fragile, but stays for a very, very long time. In phase transitions, right? Phase transitions between, say, gaseous, liquid, solid forms, maybe even between plasma and gaseous forms. I don't remember the physics quite right. There's a thing called a metastable state. In a metastable state, the material is already at the right temperature to start, say, have water start boiling. But because there's no disturbance to it, it stays in the previous transition. And then if you drop like a little speck into this kettle of metastable water, it'll instantly start boiling. You start have this massive amount of steam pumped out. And I think societies, when they become stabilized or inactive in this way, I think they're a metastable state, and it can last there for centuries. It's, again, very similar to a dry forest.